Argentina, thousands of parrots have invaded a vibrant town on the country's Atlantic coast, causing power outages along with other problems. Despite attempts by locals to scare the birds away using loudspeakers and laser lights, the resilient birds remain undeterred. Environmental watchers say this is a consequence of deforestation, which has driven flocks of parrots closer to human settlements. Our final report goes into detail.
Let's talk about parrots, with their dazzling green, yellow, and red feathers. They seem to have all the charm and grace to turn any dull landscape into a vibrant masterpiece. But, as beautiful as they are also wreaking havoc on Hilario Ascasubi, a town nestled along Argentina's eastern Atlantic coast. These colorful avian invaders have descended by the thousands, and the locals are at their wits' end, trying to rid themselves of these feathered troublemakers. Take a casual stroll around the town, and you will be greeted by a riot of color. Hundreds of parrots perched on electricity cables, swooping through the skies, and filling the air with constant chattering. But don't be fooled by their picturesque presence. These cheeky birds aren't just sitting pretty. They're biting through power lines, leaving the town in darkness more times than they can count. Not to mention the poop. With so many of them around, it's not just the lights and fans that are going out. It's the sheer amount of droppings that are turning the town into a minefield of bird waste.
The internet shuts down and you're disconnected. You have to call the company that services you, and that takes a while. They do it as fast as they can, but you are disconnected for a while, and we can't report or keep in touch. My radio show cuts out because without internet, it doesn't broadcast any other way. They bite and damage the cables. Water can then get into the wires when it rains and transmission is cut off. These parrots create daily costs and problems for us. It goes without saying that when the power goes out, there is no radio.
The people of Hilario Ascasubi aren't exactly thrilled to share their town with these unwanted guests. In fact, they've tried everything to get rid of them, blasting loud noises, flashing laser lights, you name it. But the parrots, in all their colorful defiance, have proven to be tougher than they look. Now, before we paint these parrots as villains, let's rewind a bit. This invasion isn't entirely their fault. Experts say the birds originally sought shelter in the town during autumn and winter, before migrating south to the cliffs of Patagonia for breeding season in the summer. But the rapid disappearance of forests and hills has left these parrots with nowhere else to go. Argentina has seen a significant decline in forest cover, forcing these once wild birds to inch closer and closer to human settlements.
In the immediate future, we need to start to restore our natural environments, start recovering the hill environments, but until that happens, we have to think of strategies that allow us to live together in the most harmonious way possible in our towns.
Now, the parrots and people are stuck in a situationship that neither of them signed up for.
Burrowing parrots depend almost exclusively on the hillsides. Historically, they have fed on the food resources provided by this environment. Currently, the hillsides are disappearing. Estimates say that 4% of the forest is lost annually in the south of the province of Buenos Aires. It is causing the parrots to have no food available, and they are increasingly moving closer to the cities, where they find food, shelter, and water.
So, while the residents of Hilario Ascasubi battle it out with their avian adversaries, it's hard not to see the irony. In their relentless pursuit of expansion, humans have pushed nature to the brink, only to find themselves at the mercy of creatures they can't control. Nature, no matter how small or vibrant, always finds a way to remind us who's really in change.
Firstpost decodes the U.S. election, explains how America chooses its president. Your primer on the race to the White House. Everything you need to know about how America votes and its global implications. U.S. Election Explained. Every Monday and Thursday only on Firstpost.